All right, what is going on, everybody? We are live. Where's the Schwag? Where's Devo? Here's the Schwag. We just made it. Just made it. I was about ready to call you late, but you are on time, my friend. Live once again. Shooting the Shizz, DK and the Schwag, fresh off our Crypticon Colorado adventure. We got tonight coming on. My kid, my dude. You're now, dude. You guys are like best buddies. You guys buddied up. You guys got along great. Devo will be on shortly. I told him not to. Devontae Park, my dude.
Hey, listen, John. When a guy is that young and benches more than I do, I stay out of his way.
Yeah. You know what, Mike? I showed him a picture of you and Devo. He thought it was your bodyguard, dude. It was funny. He's like, "Is that his bodyguard?"
Can you get that door? Yeah. You know, we had a really good time. First time, Chaz and his crew were doing Crypticon in Colorado and Denver. So a lot of good guests. We got to hang out with a lot of good people. It was the first time for me getting to see your setup, which was pretty amazing, except from pictures. So it was pretty awesome. One thing that was really cool about Crypticon is, I mean, you've done the shows before. I never have, so it was an honor and a blessing to be invited to go do my first Crypticon, which was great. But the people that they have that, you know, volunteer and work for Chaz and the folks at Crypticon were excellent. And one of the cool things is the snack train. Now, folks don't understand this, but when you're doing a convention, it's tough to get away, right? It's tough to go get away and maybe go take a break sometimes because if people are there, you don't want to. You want to sign, you want to, kiss posters, as Lee Waddell says, kiss posters and sign babies. And they have a thing called the snack train, and they would go by like every hour, and they were pulling snacks in a not a trailer, what do you call it? Like a wagon and drinks. And it was so cool. It was run very well. We had a good time. We got to hang out with a lot of
by the DK and right to the Schwag. I can't wait till I'm on Schwag level.
Oh, stop. Yeah, no, we had a good time. It was run really well, and it was fun to get to hang out with your parents and your son, Devontae, and I'm interested to see what he thinks of his first horror convention. Let's get that right, so we don't get him in trouble.
Yeah, I know he had a good time. I know he's excited about coming on. I told him, don't be late. Don't be late. Schwag don't allow late. What is he? Classic Devo. You will learn this about Devo. I love him very much. He's notoriously late. It's his statement. Kind of like that Doug Tate guy. You know how he was.
Doug Tate.
He did a great reel. I set up some pictures that we can look at, that Doug Tate reel that was really cool. He pinned me up on his Instagram, and it has him with the Freddy glove by James Rose, a ton of work by all the talent and showing off the table. And he did an amazing reel. It makes my videos look like shit. But let's take a peek at that. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, let me get it pulled up and ready to roll. All right, let's do this. Share screen. This came out awesome. It was an honor that he did this. I thought that was super cool. I was wondering what he was doing going in and out with the camera. Well, let's play this bad boy here. You see Michael Toth light boxes, Daniel Cruz mask, Vinny Cucarato butt, Lonnie McCollum resin statues, and just all the talented Josh Lucas with the 3-eye demon, the Vinny Cucarato house. So I really like this video clip. It was a lot of fun. Good fun.
You know, he's not just the Sasquatch Jack Links guy. He's very talented, and I wish you and I both had that skill to be able to sit there and do that stuff. But he did a good job. It's always we got to hang out with a lot of guys you like to call the big three: Michael Bailey Smith and his fiance. We got to hang out with Doug, and we got to hang out with Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface guy, and Richard Brake was there, and
Heather Langenkamp.
Heather Lang. I didn't get to say hello to her, but she's still as lovely as ever, and she was signing, and there was a lot of cool people there. There was a lot of cool vendors as well, and it was just and surprisingly enough, that hotel was cool, and air conditioner was actually freezing.
It was cold,
which is very tough. I had to turn it off a few times in the middle of the night because I was even getting, at 310 pounds, was getting blasted away. But, Christina Elise McCarthy was there, signing, and Alex Vincent, and we got to hang out with them a little bit, and it was a good time.
Peter Cowper, the original miner.
What a nice
cool
guy.
Awesome guy. Me and him were talking that hockey for a little while. I almost started getting that because he's got the Canadian accent kicking in, and I was ready to start because we were talking hockey. Yeah, I love it, eh? Get my Canadian A going, but no, we had a great time. We talked for a while talking NHL, and my buddy Interval, who was with us, who helped out. Awesome helper. Big shout out to you, Interval, and of
course, your mom and dad.
And yeah, my mom and dad. My mom, I got some pictures that we'll show. Was all excited because somebody was doing makeup, and she got the third eye on her forehead, and she was all proud cruising around with a Doomsday's Crypt shirt, and she was even practicing her snarl.
Yeah, we got to do. It was nice too. Is if people don't know, you had a little truck problems coming down, and thank goodness we found it, or I think Chaz helped us out, and we found a guy that came and fixed your truck, which was great. And, I got to see a lot of my friends that I haven't seen in years that moved out that way. So all in all, a really good weekend, and got some cool pictures. I mean, that picture in costume, Freddy versus Jason, Doug Tate in his Jason costume, Lee Waddell in his ghost face costume, and me in my leather face costume. I'm pretty sure you saved that, right?
Yeah. I think you got it right. I'll just agree with you.
Well, hopefully you have it so we can show it.
With the three, you, Lee, and Doug, all dressed up. That was a classic picture. There was quite a few lucky people who got that in their collection now. Not me, though. But I did get some big 3 art video VHS box covers signed, and those things are great. And some Doug Tate boxes, Michael Bailey, and of course Brett Wagner boxes. Those things all came out sweet on the table. I really like them. Big shout out to Michael Toth for the art, and Thomas Bruce for producing the VHS boxes. He had a crunch time, and he got them there just in time. So big shout out to Thomas Bruce for making it happen.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. I was pretty stoked that we got to hang out the whole weekend and do some cool stuff, and I'm excited. Our next show together, I believe, is Midwest Monster Fest.
It is.
So we're going to be in East Moline. So all of my friends out there in the Quad Cities are hopefully going to come visit us, and we're going to go to Steve's Old Time Tap and see if he's going to break back out the Schwag burger, so I can turn you on to the Schwag burger.
I know. You know who'd go with you, and you know who'd try anything is Devo. You see, just messaged. He said he had to do something with his daughter on the phone or call her, which is understandable. We'll let that slide since he's talking to Ellie. And,
that's a good listen. That's always a good excuse when I have to.
Yeah, I mean, how can you argue with that?
You could, but we wouldn't win.
Yeah, but it's a good one. I mean, it's better than my dog ate my homework, right?
Yeah. But yeah, man, we had a really good time, and it was your table. We were kind of tucked back into the back of the convention. We had a really nice section. Doug Tate was across from us. Jake Busey was there, and then we had. Michael Bailey Smith on the left side of us, and
Heather Langenkamp was right by us.
Yeah, Heather Langenkamp was right
like
there.
A little school kid because, even Devontae's like, go talk to her. And my buddy's like, no, because I wanted to get some stuff signed, but you sit across from somebody, you'd rather wait till last minute, and instead of making it awkward if you wind up not getting along, or she's annoyed by your setup or something, or the big Schwag upset her. But no, she was awesome. It was a lot of fun meeting her. I got some really cool stuff signed. I got 2 James Roth gloves signed, and also that machete that Mike did. That's really cool, signed by her. And she couldn't have been any nicer. I thought she was awesome. We will show that clip. A lot of the stuff I haven't posted yet because I wanted to do a show. We had all sorts of internet problems. We wanted to do something. I know Lee Waddell wanted to do something, so we got to bring him on as a guest at some point. But the internet just wasn't good in the convention hall, and we were all busy after the show. I know you were meeting up with friends. I wanted to spend quality time with my parents and the family, but I did get some pictures. I got more, and I got to get my dad to send, but we're going to show some tonight. I want to shout out to all the great people out here commenting. Waffles, Steve Merlot, Have Cheeto View, Michael Toth is here, Tony's here, my sister Debbie's here, Doc Dam, Roger Castleman. It's going great tonight. Dean Nermy, Paul Nada. I'll shout out, and if I missed anybody, appreciate you guys being here. We're just talking some Crypticon. Devo should be here shortly. Hopefully he gets here because I'm excited to talk to him and get him on here. Everybody loves Devo. I mean, he's just one of those guys that everybody just instantly likes right off the bat, it seems.
Yeah, it was nice for you guys to be bonding again and having a nice long road trip. And him and, gosh, I'm forgetting your boy's name.
Devontae.
No, the other one.
Oh, Lonnie. Oh, well, he likes to be called Interval because that's
so Interval and Devontae, really helped you get unloading that thing, because I don't know if folks understand. I'm sure you'll show some pictures, and Doug Tate's video, we were showing some pictures, but the amount of stuff that you put on 3 tables, actually it was probably more than 3 tables, the way we had it.
I maximized that area as much as
we may have taken a few liberties in that corner, but it was all great. And it's just it was awesome, and those guys worked their butts off, so hats off to those 2 guys and appreciate them. And then we had a nice setup. I mean, we had it was a really good setup. We were in the right spot, and I think Denver's just going to.
I mean, because when you see that table and you see all these talented guys that put all that hard work in, and you see it in person, and any mask maker or anybody will tell you, you just can't do these masks or some of these pieces that Michael Toth does, or these VHS boxes, until you see it in person. When you see it in person, it's just a whole different experience. Like you said, you'd seen pictures and videos, and then when it unfolded, it's just something really cool in person.
Oh, it's amazing.
So many talented people on that.
And the people thought the same way. People were coming by, and then, they had to sit there for 5 or 10 minutes because there's so much different stuff to take a look at, which was great. So these people were, they would sit there, and there was so much to look at, that it was great. And, you had stuff for, we had stuff to, if people wanted something for Michael Bailey Smith, you had it. If people wanted something for Doug Tate, we had it. We had some Leatherface product, we had it. But Steve Merlot's in the chat room, and he does not believe I was at the gym. That's what I'm getting.
I can see how ripped you are. I mean, I'm seeing it through this. Look at that. The big
We're getting there, buddy.
On the attack. We're going to have to start calling you the ripped Schwag.
I didn't get to work out I should have, but I didn't work out over the weekend in Denver. And I felt Doug Tate was in the gym like 3 out of the 4 nights we were there. So,
well, that's where he was when he'd be, make his excuses.
Yeah. So I felt like the last 2 days I had to, and then hopefully the hotel because I leave tomorrow. If folks want to know, I'll be in Sterling Heights, Michigan, and coming home Sunday, I'll be at Crypt Keeper's Hollywood Emporium signing and doing some full Leatherface costume photo ops this weekend. It's their 10th anniversary. So
Rips just keep following the Schwag around.
Yeah, Marty Kleba, who's a buddy of mine, who's a very good actor, who was in Pirates of the Caribbean, amongst other things. I lived in Sterling Heights for a while, so he says I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm pretty excited to be going there this weekend. And I mean, I'm not so excited that I'm flying Spirit Airlines, but hopefully we will get there tomorrow and have a good weekend of signing.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. Yeah, we got a busy month coming up in August, and October is our busiest month together. Because I'll be at Crypticon Minneapolis the week before, and I'm trying to remember.
Big lineup.
Yeah, great lineup. James Jude Courtney, Christina Elise, and Alex Vincent are going to be there again. Wow, there's just so many good ones.
Terrifier folks, I think, are going to be there.
Yeah, everybody except for Damian and Damian Leone and David Howard Thornton, which is unfortunate. But the other cast members are awesome. I met them in Kansas City. Really, really nice. Really, really likable group of people.
Mark Burnham will be there, our buddy.
Yep, Mark Burnham. Had a great time meeting Mark in Kansas City. I'll be bringing some more of those 22 Leatherface masks. So those will be there along with, of course, the 03 Leatherface. We're going to have a lot of them. You had some great merch. Those sledgehammers you got, those autographed sledgehammers are amazing. The signed Funkos. Brett treating these fans like gold. I mean, like, man, you just spoil them and spoil them and spoil them. You are good to the fans, and they always walk away with a great memory.
I try. You know what? Because you got to step up the thing. It's not like I'm sitting away and doing my own thing at a booth at, when you have some of the celebrities that come in, even though I don't consider myself a celebrity. I'm just a hard-working actor. But when you're sitting at the Doomsday's crypt table, it's a whole nother game, so you better step it up. So we had a lot of cool stuff, I guess we will call them shadow boxes, but Michael Toth exclusive, some Leatherface, real cool Funko Pop displays that light up, and
those
some of the other stuff.
Real nice too.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. It's those Scared City Productions, the guys out of Arkansas that make those sledgehammers for me. Now I'm going to tell you this: I don't want to, drop the news, but there may be at Scarefest, there may be some special sledgehammers that are going to be out, and I'll let the folks at Scarefest talk to them. But if you're coming to Kentucky to see us, pay attention to the Scarefest website on Facebook and wait for some cool announcements coming. But yeah, it's John, you get so much cool product from a lot of the artists that we both use, and you have let the world know about some of these cool artists, and we try to get something different, because you can only sell so many pictures.
Yeah.
And then folks have them, right? So the stuff that you do and the stuff that I try to do, we just try to be a little different and be able to give somebody a good shot at getting something that's cool and a very collectible, whether it's Michael Toth art or the masks, from Daniel Cruz and Jesse Aarons and some of the other guys that you use. And it's exciting to see the folks when they come to the tables and then they sit there for 5 or 10 minutes just looking around going, wow, this is cool stuff.
A lot of times too, because I mean, especially now with conventions, I had Crypticon in July. We just got done with Denver. I got these mask makers and guys like you mentioned, Daniel Cruz and Jesse Aarons, but also guys like Lonnie McCollum, who's doing those resin busts, like the Freddies, the pumpkin heads I hadn't seen yet. He had those mini Terminators. I'd had a Pascal that sold quick, and I had
that was amazing.
I mean,
Brad Greenquist.
So what's so cool about some of these pieces too is I'll unbox them at the event, because I don't want to take them out of the box to have to put it back in the box. So my setup, once the tables are kind of aligned and the banners are up and everything's out, and then opening the boxes is my favorite part of the setup. And there were some really cool ones this time to see in person. I think my favorites were those pumpkin heads, though, that I got from Lonnie. Those,
yeah, they were pretty cool. I think with Jordan DeFork. Am I saying it right?
DeForce.
DeForce, that's right. Jordan, I think, is in the chat room, and he's going to come. he has made my costume, my Leatherface costume, and I've been his friend for a couple of years. In fact, he's one of the reasons I started really hustling. Give him some props. He's one of the reasons I really started hustling, with getting the masks and doing the costume photo ops. And he's coming because this weekend, tomorrow I'm in Michigan. Next weekend I'm in Baton Rouge at the Cult Classic for Roy Rose. Great lineup. I get to hang out with CJ Graham and Tom Matthews again, and a whole bunch of some other folks. And
those are your regular dudes at these events. I mean, this is going to be about the fourth event in less than 6 months, at least, with Tom and CJ.
Oh yeah, and they're great guys to hang out with, and you can learn a lot from CJ. CJ he's taught me a lot about the cons that maybe I watch Bill Mosley, I watch some of these guys, I learned from them, but CJ is great at conventions, and he taught me some tidbits, which is great. And I love hanging out with Tom and having a cigar. But Jordan's going to be there. He's going to be in his, I don't know what costumes. I think he's going to be in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because he's got a great costume of one of the clowns. So we're going to be excited to finally meet him, and we're going to have a good time in Baton Rouge. So if you folks, this weekend Michigan and next week in Baton Rouge.
That'll be a fun show. And I don't know if you've met Jordan DeForest in person, but yes, he's a very talented guy for sure.
Yeah, he's tired of me calling. He's like Michael Toth. They don't like when I call and I chat with him through Facebook Messenger, because I need the video. So these guys are all tired of me. So yes, it'll be fun to see them in person.
Yes, the Dead Place was there and I did not get a chance. I didn't get a chance to get at their table, but I did see. Oh my goodness, why can't I think of his name right now? Who came to the table? Awesome guy, and I'm gonna remember his name. I'm gonna remember it because he's been a great supporter of the shows, and I'm just drawing a brain fart, so I apologize. But I knew him. I even said his last name when he came up. Took a photo with him, and he was representing the Dead Place. And they had a really cool table set up. And I walked by it a few times. And I'm going to go over and pop over and talk to Dead Place. But I kept missing them each time. And it gets so busy at a convention. People don't realize when you're done setting up. I mean, it was a long week. I had a blast. But it's a lot of work. And you get very, very tired. So, yeah. It was.
We like to go around and see what other vendors, what they have, and see what's going on. And gosh, I'm trying to think of the guy that has and I did a video for him, the guy that was across from Doug Tate that had the wood, which he does the burnt etchings, the pictures on the wood. And we'll have to bring him on, because he did something for Tyler Main, and then he did a Leatherface piece of wood for me, and we signed it and told him that, to sell it. And really good guy. We'll get him on soon. But it's always nice to go check out the vendors when we're at these cons, if we have the time. It's tough to make the time when people are always at your table and wanting an autograph or wanting to see what you have over at the Doomsday's Crypt table. So
yeah, it was a lot. I mean, it definitely was a fun area. It was a good time hanging out with you and my kid family and my, Devontae, who's not here still. Kids. What are you going to do?
Well, it's pressure, right? I mean, some guys don't, he just
has to make a grand entrance, and hey, great. Good to see you. Nolan Tierce. You remember Nolan? And they've been I think they just finished up filming Special Needs Revolt by Adrian Esposito. And it's starring Nolan Tierce as the hero and Bill Whedon as the villain. And Bill Whedon, you guys might know from Sergeant Kabuki Man, the Trauma film. So he's in that. Great guy. I'm excited for that movie. And it's tough. It's tough with some of these. We got a lot of Facebook users, and I can't see who it is. And I want to be able to acknowledge who it is. The Freddy heads were a fan favorite too. Yeah, people love those Freddy heads.
We had a bunch.
Yeah, I got plenty of them. Different versions too. I got the V2, which was actually, so anybody who buys the V2 I got, it was sitting on Robert Russler from Nightmare on Elm Street 2's table along with the coach, Mr. Bell. So they both had that right by him on the table, and Marcus Bell had the Terminator on, since he was with Arnold in a few movies. He liked that. But some of those pieces have been sitting on some of these famous people's table, and it's kind of a cool thing when you let people know, hey, this head was on Robert Russler from Nightmare on Elm Street 2's table. Not that I charge any more for it, but it's a cool story with the piece.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal, you know. Yeah, it's Robert Russler's a great guy. He used to come to some of the clubs and places I worked back in the day in Hollywood, and it was nice that you put him on Facebook Messenger that one time, so I could say hello to him when you were with him. That was pretty cool. But listen, we're getting busy. It's going to be a big deal, you know. We got Monster Expo in Taunton,
Massachusetts. Monster Expo 3D in Taunton, Massachusetts. That's in October.
Your old stomping grounds.
Yeah, and then the following weekend, and we're doing something nice for Monster Expo. Artist Michael Toast's going to be there. My parents are going to be there, some friends, but I'm also bringing special needs actor Kyle Rappaport to come sit at the table, and we're going to help him out and let him be a star at the Doomsday's Crypt table for a couple days. We're going to have his DVDs or his Blu-rays on there. So be ready for that. I'll be sitting next to the big Schwag, and on the other side, we got Bob Elmore. So, I mean, hell, I'm in the middle of two awesome Leatherfaces.
For God's sakes, we're going to be doing, yeah, that's right. We're going to be doing dual photo ops. So that doesn't happen all the time, but we're both two Leatherfaces in the same picture. So make sure you go to check out Monster Expo and check out their page on Facebook and inquire if you want to get the dual photo ops. And then I'll be doing dual photo ops with R.A. Mihailov, my buddy since I was 19 years old. I won't say how much older he is than me, but a couple years. But since I was 19 years old, you know, me and R.A. were throwing people out of bars and clubs together while we were trying to make our way in the acting business. And we're going to be doing dual photo ops at Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky. So that's a pretty cool thing. And, you know, look at it's.
Devo's here, you know, and I'm going to follow that up with one thing that's really, really important, guys. If you don't see it, make sure you check the websites, because sometimes you'll find photo ops and you might miss them. And there's really some great ones, like you were saying with you and RA doing photo ops together at Scarefest. Man, that is awesome. But let's bring up Mr. Fashionably late.
28 minutes late. I mean, you know, that's fine.
Devontae late. Oh, you're lucky. It's usually 45 minutes an hour when he says he's on his way. You got lucky. He rushed for you. All right, here he is, Devontae Park, Mr. Devo. What is going on?
What's up, guys?
How are you, buddy?
For making it.
I'm good. You know, in all fairness, though, okay, hear me out. I did rush because it's for Brett. But two, I did tell you why I was late. And I did comment in the comment section on Facebook.
Yeah, I can't see some of the Facebook users on it. You messaged me and said I'm on my way, and that was only 20 minutes ago. So you did very good for you.
Yeah,
Brett, he stepped up his game. He rushed for you.
Yeah, and while I was finishing up with her, I was messaging in the comment section too of the streams.
All right, I saw it. I saw it.
Hey. I'll let it slide though. What's going on, Chris Callie? Good to see you. I'm trying to catch up with some of these. Oh, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a guy who's a fan, just like all of us. Now, Brett's the celebrity. Devontae was the celebrity. Devo was the celebrity there. Everybody loves Devo.
Devontae, so for your first horror movie convention, what did you think?
Honestly, it was freaking cool. It was awesome, you know, and it was definitely like a once in a lifetime thing. Like if you don't go often. So for me, like I've never been. So for me, it was super cool, super awesome, and like meeting you and Doug and Michael Bailey. You know, it was surreal. Like it was as if like I've known you guys forever, and it's definitely something that I won't forget. So I think everyone should go to just go at least once in their life, minimum.
Was it all you expected, or
Oh, it
was
was
it different?
it was even more than I expected.
Yeah, it's,
Honestly,
we had a good time. It was a lot of fun.
wait, and we had so much stuff. Oh my god.
Well, we did good. We were just talking about how much help you and Interval were. So
Yeah. Oh man, Interval, that guy, man, my hat's off to him. He's a one of a kind guy, man. He's so
yeah,
freaking awesome. He's awesome through game chat on PlayStation, and he's even more awesome in person.
that
So
was the first time that me and Devo met him in person. It was the first time in, I don't know. I want to say 15 years that I've seen
Wow.
Devontae. At
he's
least. At
Well,
least.
yeah,
I mean,
let
it was.
me.
I think he was like 12 or 13, maybe the last time I saw him.
that's true.
So he's 26 now. So like 13, 14 years, something like
Wow.
that.
Let me point out that the big man brought you all tacos
He
Yes, I
did.
was about to mention that.
because I
My
am the
first,
taco king, and I got to make sure that my people that are with me, my crew, have tacos.
it was so funny, man. Freaking, I'm like, Brett, if you find a taco place, you gotta let me know. We'll go together. And then Johnny's like, oh, he found a taco place. I'm like, did he leave yet? I don't know. I'm like, oh, he said he was gonna let me know. Next thing you know, he's like, you like tacos? I'm like, yeah, chicken, beef.
You got to take care of the crew setting stuff up, man. If you don't do that, it's a good thing. And I'm glad you guys got to hang out again together. And you're a cool cat. We enjoyed a few of the cool. Well, anyways, we had a good time,
Some great
and
memories created, that's for sure.
yeah, there
Oh,
was a lot of cool, fun people. We were people watching, the whole weekend, and that's another thing you get to do is just watch the people cruise around and have a good time. So
exactly. And you get to meet new people and really have a nice understanding of everything. And you see, like, you guys are like the rest of us, you know? It's really cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully we get to do that again with you at some point and someplace, and whether it's up in the north or we'll figure something out.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. Like I said, I'll make sure to take some more time off.
Well, it won't be. It's the first one, but far from the last one. Meaning that we'll have Devo
That's,
at. That's for sure. Your aunt is
that's,
saying hello.
oh, tell her I say
I was
hi.
at a wedding in 2005. Was the last time she saw you.
Oh my God.
And then Brandon from the awesome Scarefest.
Yeah.
3 Excalibur saws are going to be in the building at once for Scarefest.
No
That's
way.
going to be sick. That is
Yeah.
such a call.
So my buddy, who's a pro wrestler, Nate Hewitt, is going to be
Yeah.
bringing one of his. He usually brings one of his Excalibur saw. He has 2. He is a pro wrestler out of Kentucky. He always brings RA,
Yeah.
one of his Excalibur swords. So RA, obviously doesn't have to travel with one and can have one at Scarefest. So it's going to be
We're
awesome.
getting a little feedback. I don't know if it's from Devo or you.
Oh, I was walking around, so it's probably from me.
Yeah, it could be from you because it sounds like when you're talking, Brett, like it's going through his mic. I don't know if you're having that problem when I'm talking. I don't know if
I can hear it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was walking around.
It's okay. Is he going to be playing the THCM game? Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I still haven't played it. He played a little bit. He's got a PS4 still. I think we'd have to download the PS4 version, which we have. So yeah, we're gonna play some Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'll be live streaming that soon. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm hoping in the game, from what I got, they go, you got the 74, but I'm hoping they add, the 03 version. That'd be cool. Have the Lost Leatherface as a character in there would be pretty nice, along with
And with that would be awesome.
It'd be cool to have some different versions of Leatherfaces in some different areas, even though, with the remake, but it's a different environment. I think you could play around with, so it'd feel like different.
I have to give the developers credit though. Like that game, pretty nice. And, like it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it. That's for sure. I would play it. I watched you play it, and I was so tired of like, no, I don't even want to try.
Well, the two games I played, I mean, the first one, I got double teamed by two of the family members, and trying to get away is it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So the second game though was awesome. I don't know how I survived that. I got lucky on that one.
That was good. That was fun. I mean, I had fun watching it. Like, I love to play games, but I suck so bad at them that it makes it, it's more fun for me to watch him. And I would have been worse than my usual gaming because I was so tired I couldn't even see straight. But yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. It was fun watching him. It looked like a good experience. We didn't get a chance to use any of the Sawyer family you had to use to try to survive, but that was still cool anyway.
Yeah, I had to play as the what do they call them in the game again? Not prisoners. What do they call them in the game? I don't remember what they called them.
But the
But
survivors,
yeah, I don't think it was survivors
I
either.
forget what they call them.
Either way, I had
The
to play
family and
people
the victims, captives, or something. Yeah,
captives. I think that's what it was.
yeah,
Well, I'm losing out. I guess I got to go get a PS6
yeah. You gotta.
or something.
I mean, how cool would it be? Leatherface plays as Leatherface.
That'd be pretty sick.
That'd be a
Man,
fun stream.
I get going on a computer game and I will get lost for and I have a movie. I got lucky enough cast in the Alien list, and we'll be doing that in November. So I'm pretty excited about that, and that's kind of a big deal. So over the next 3 months. Oh, that thing went away. That's good.
Yeah, I muted Devontae. I'm gonna unmute him as he speaks, but just
I got you.
he's getting the
Over the
feedback.
next 3 months, we're gone almost every single weekend. So I have to bring the script with me, and I have to, I get to keep the Mohawk until we get probably a week out from shooting, and then the Mohawk will go. And
all that work on that Mohawk, and it's just.
I'm telling you, the wife loves it, the dog loves it, but yeah. I walk into the bank and they freak out a little bit. So
a 6'4" big guy coming in there with a Mohawk and his his sleeves cut off. It's like, I hope he ain't gonna come kick some ass, and they get to meet, and I'm sure that calm right down. See, he's the gentle giant, the big Schwag.
I'm a gentle giant until we had. I won't even bring it up, but there's some. We had a good time there. So they're asking how the taco commercial went. Yes, I had an audition for Taco Bell, which would be great. But who knows?
What's a better spokesman for tacos than Brett? I mean,
for God's sakes, that would be a wonderful gig to get. Obviously, I want to thank my commercial talent, which is my commercial agency for the last 20 years. So
whenever I talk to Brett, it's either tacos or it's either why I didn't mean to. Let me unmute Devontae. I can't unmute him for some reason, but can't unmute your guest because they chose. Oh, okay, never mind. He chose to mute himself. All right, yeah. No, I forgot where I was. I was trying to unmute him, but tacos. You're either getting tacos or going to the gym. So you're eating tacos and working them off, then back for tacos and working it off. It's a cycle with Brett. He's fighting the gym and tacos all at the same time.
If I could, I would, believe me.
Yeah, he has a dumbbell in one hand and a chicken taco in the other.
Yeah, and you just switch hands while you're eating and doing that, and you even it out. A lot of drinkers do that. When they have 2 beers with them, they're keeping their arms built.
The key is to find the great taco. So I'm hoping Brandon or Adrian out in Lexington can tell us where a really good taco place is, because we're going to be out there for a few days. It's going to be busy, but if I can sneak away to go get us some tacos, so hopefully Brandon or Adrian will chime in and tell me where the great taco place is in Lexington, Kentucky, because I will be forever grateful.
They know where all the good places are. You might not even have time for tacos because of all the great stuff. Plus, we're in Kentucky. You know, you got to have at least a glass of Kentucky bourbon.
There might be a jar, or there might be I'm sure there's going to be a jar passed around. Some blackberry
I'm sure.
shine from the holler.
Oh yeah. Scarefest has so much that goes on in Kentucky. I'd never been to Kentucky until last year. I know you've been to Lexington a few times, and have a few friends out there. But it was a great experience. Oh man, Scarefest was awesome. The Crypticons have been awesome so far. Can't wait for Midwest Monster Fest, and I can't wait for a Monster Expo 3D, and then following up with Scarefest in Lexington. It's going to be a real fun run, and some really great conventions, and we're going to be talking about them because they're coming up quick. I got a 2-week run. I'm on the road again the 12th, back like the 26th, and I'm home for maybe a couple weeks, and I'm back on the road if a couple weeks. I don't even know if I'm home. I think it might even be less than 2 weeks. So it's going to be busy.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is. I've never bitten off this much, in my life as far as we got some bourbon in the show office. I imagine that's Brandon right there talking about. Well, that'd be good. John and me will take a nip occasionally, but we've definitely booked a lot of shows this year, and the unfortunate thing and unfortunate thing is, as actors and writers, we're all on strike right now, but the blessing is that we can do a lot of these shows, and I can go out and make some appearances, which is good. But the key is to stay healthy. When you're traveling for 2.5 months straight every weekend, I'm bringing the vitamin C and the zinc, and and trying to
You're
anybody.
doing the best you can, and you're pretty active. I mean, Brett isn't sitting around. As soon as he's done with the convention, and he's always there for the fans. I mean, unless you're doing a photo op, you're there, and you're pretty busy with that, getting up and down to take your selfies, and then you're always catching up with old friends and out and about. So yeah, even for you as a guest, you're just busy, constantly busy. And I'm going to unmute Devo and let him talk. So so we don't get that feedback. But you're here, Devo. Why don't you give your thoughts with Brett, I guess?
Yeah, sorry. I was muted so long, I was just
falling asleep.
No, I wasn't falling asleep. No. Brett honestly killed it at Crypticon, and he had his sledgehammer there, that he was showing off, and I actually got a picture with him. I love it. So thank you so much, Brett. And yeah, man, he did an amazing job. He was amazing with everybody who came to his table and said hi. He was cracking jokes with everyone. It was great. It was awesome. He killed it. So
Thank you, buddy.
no problem. Plus, we had a few laughs in there too.
Sure did.
Oh
absolutely. Yeah. We had. I mean, it was a great experience. It was, I hadn't seen my kid in so long too. It'd been 13, 14 years. It might even have been a little longer. I don't remember, but
maybe 14, 15, honestly.
Yeah. Wow.
But it was a great experience. I mean, we've been talking. We talked, but with him being in Canada for I don't know the last 10 plus years, I think you've been there.
Yeah.
Well, I will in 2024 be up at Niagara Falls Comic-Con with Bob Elmore. In fact, they just signed the contract today, so we'll be up there. So we'll see, Devo, if you can get away in June of 2024 and come see us. I don't know how far you are from Niagara Falls.
4 hours, 5 hours.
Nothing. That's nothing. And you won't have to drive with John holding in the emergency brake on the truck.
Oh man, losing that shifter cable sucked. I mean, I'm so glad we just got lucky that guy showed us what it was, because I wasn't sure, and it still sucked having to go underneath it. We get to the hotel after a long drive. It's like, cool, we made it, no problem. And I pulled into where the gate is, and did me absolutely no good at all. Oops, wrong one.
Yeah, let's show some of these pictures you got.
All right.
It's so funny because I told him, because we talked to the lady at the front desk, and she's like, "Okay, I'll send security to help you guys out." So we're like, "All right, awesome," you know. And I'm like, "Watch, it's gonna be some security guard pulls up in a big truck with his lights flashing, you know, thinking he's." And what did we get? The exact same thing. This guy pulls up in his big truck. He has his light flashing, his big old vest with a straw sticking out of his mouth. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Takes off the, touches two buttons. He's like, oh, I can't get it to go.
yeah.
Oh,
So I had to get under, and I had to put in reverse. And luckily, I'm pretty good at backing up a trailer. And I had to do it perfectly, so I didn't have to get in the street. The street behind us was busy, like it was a dangerous street, and I'd have to get underneath to put it back and drive. So to
yeah.
go into traffic, but luckily I was just able to get it where it was not in the street and able to cut it and got underneath. And we got
Yeah.
to the hotel, needless to say, and it was nice to get it fixed. And it was nice to arrive without any more problems. But here we go. I got a video up. This was Heather, who was Heather Landing Camp. Everybody knows her as Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street, part 1, part 3, The New Nightmare. And she was really cool. Like I said, I was kind of nervous going up to her because she's my favorite all-time scream queen, along with Danielle Harris. So here's her signing Michael Toth Machete. Unfortunately, you don't see the art that's on the other side. I will be showing that. And a part 1 and a part 3 glove made by James Roth. So let's check this out.
All right, that's one. All right, what do we want? This you want sign here or on a finger?
I'd say on the plate right there. Make it easy for you.
I think black will look best. No quote, just
You're the
my
boss.
signature.
Yeah, we'll do that. Figure there's not a lot of room.
So that's pretty cool to get gloves signed by
Another
her.
room in case you get a Robert England signature.
I'm hoping to. He's tough to get through a line there. Saw him at Scarefest, but I had a table and stuff, and I just couldn't wait.
You know, it would be a great idea at one of these shows. Instead of having Friday night VIP night, they should just have vendor night where you can.
Yeah, she had a good idea there. I like that a lot. And then this picture, this is Doug Tate's booth that we set up. We got the Nick Ball Pagano 13, or not 13, Nick Ball Pagano rehauled kills mask on the Vinny Cucurato rehauled Ruby's H2O animatronic, and what he did with it is amazing. And also you see the bust he made with a Daniel Cruz, who's here, Church of Horror, kills mask on it, and you see the big John Little John house. Amazing work. And then we got the Freddy versus Jason unmasked. And anybody who doesn't know, Doug did the final scene of carrying Freddy's head out of the water that you see. But that's an amazing work by Jesse, Daniel, and Vinny Cucurato. So big shout out to them. Really look great in his area. And then there's our area. You have Brett over there in the corner with the animatronic that I thought was looking great. Right.
Looked great, man.
And we still got a few little touch-ups to do, but other than that, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look at you. We took something that was it's Spirit World and everybody's selling, but it's a Gunnar Hansen thing, and with the help of a few people, we with the new shirts and some Jordan the apron and the shirts, and we did pretty good, man. It looks good.
Yeah, we got a few little
one
tweaks.
of a kind.
Yeah. Well, I think by the time we get through, maybe by Midwest, it's not a lot of time, but we're going to try to do a few little things, dirty up that the thermal, do something different with the pants. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty close. Maybe do a little bit, get a new set of cuffs that's a little bit more for it, but I think overall it looks great.
Listen, if anybody wants to offer $2,000, it's yours.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
and we'll start over again.
yeah, it was fun to do. I mean, I'd like to do even a little bit more on it. Like we said, let's see. There's Christine Elise, and the pen bled, so we turned it into a bloody photo, which was cool, like a bloody signature. And I think it just works perfect on that Michael Toth cutout. So we do have that. I meant to get Alex to sign it too, but that's okay. I'll see him at the next event. And then, of course, you see Heather signing the machete with the 2 gloves we just saw. And there's the Doug Tate video. We got to watch that again just because it's awesome. I mean, he's such a talented guy. He really is a filmmaker. He's directing now, and he's got his, we can't talk. I don't know how much to talk about it, but hopefully when all this ends, he'll be coming out. And there's the big Schwag, the Brett Wagner boxes with art.
The mystery box, man. That's
a mystery box.
I got one, thank you were very kind enough to give me one to bring to the wife. So we're ecstatic that we have one of those things. And listen, those are collectibles, man.
These are limited right now, and we're not going to do long runs on them. We're always going to try to keep them fresh, and these are going to be the early autographed versions. We sold the first Leatherface box at Crypticon, Colorado, so that was exciting when we finally got the first one to sell.
Wait a minute.
Loaded.
Last sale of the night.
Yeah.
That was on a Sunday night. The guy came with his mask on, had the whole mask on, and he was the last sale of the night. Said, "Yeah, let me grab that."
It's a really cool box. Thomas Bruce did a great job with all the cool goodies inside of it. Michael Toth with the art. I love the front and back cover. That front cover is amazing. We did a few shirts with that artwork on it. That's what
I would get that as a tattoo if I wasn't on blood thinners.
Yeah, that would be a sweet tattoo. But you're going to have the originals. I'm still holding on to them because we're going to see each other, and you had a lot to take with you.
It's just the other picture we're a little nervous about.
Yeah,
you don't need to show it.
That's gonna be we'll call it the Glenn's angry smile.
Yes.
But there's some of the Doug Tate insides of his box. That was another one we did. There's the back of Doug's. Used the Jack Link Sasquatch, Freddy versus Jason, Michael Myers. We did a mashup of those 3. The art came out awesome again by Michael Toth. Let's see. I thought I put more in there. Oh, we got the big 3 boxes. Those were awesome. And there's, I think, 5 signed by all 3 of you guys. So that's going to be a limited collectible. Honestly, I love this big 3 box. I really enjoy you guys as the big 3. I think, and you guys are such good friends as well. That's the thing. You guys are all really good people and all close friends. You guys used to be kind of competitors, but it's almost like Rocky or Sylvester Stallone and Arnold, that you guys have grown up and now you guys have just become the best of friends in a sense. But I think those boxes came out great. And
I still have a video of you guys talking about Doug's pink shirt.
Oh, Doug's pink shirt. And
the pajamas.
I have that video still. It's so funny.
The funniest part was when Brett was telling him how to turn on the Leatherface animatronic. He was doing his video for it, and he's doing all this stuff, and he's at the Leatherface by Brett, and Brett's like, "Oh, if you want to get it to move, you gotta pinch the nipple." Pinch the nipple. That was
you're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh no! He found. You know what? Doug's got one of the best senses of humor of anything.
He does.
He thought it was hilarious. I'm sure.
Oh, he did.
You got him good. You got him good. So be careful when you're around the Schwag and when you meet the Schwag, because if he sees an opening, he's going to take it.
So listen, I have to run 5 minutes early. So Devontae, you are going to be able to co-host here for the last remainder of the show, because I have to leave very early, so I have to finish packing. So, as they say in pro wrestling, I'm going to give you my spot, Devo. So take over, and John, I will call you from Michigan, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And it was a pleasure, Devontae, getting to hang out with you in Denver. We'll do it again. And John, thanks, buddy, again for everything.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for everything, man. It was a lot of fun. We had a great weekend, and I'm looking forward to our upcoming shows together. It's going to be a little weird without you or Beatrice at this show sitting with me. So I'll be all by myself, but my buddy Joe Collins from Massachusetts is flying out just to help me with the table, and that'll be great. And then I just got to figure out what to do for Midwest. But that's
all right, let me get out of here, boys. I'll holler at you both. And Devo, take over, buddy.
Oh,
All right, we'll get it wrapped up. But I love you, bud. Good seeing you. I miss you already. I want to get you out here as soon as we can. Let's kick some.
I got some of the videos I took, 2 of us jamming in the truck.
Oh boy, we're not gonna play those live.
No, we won't play those live.
He kept video bombing me.
Hey man, I had to. It was fun. We were listening to our favorite songs and jamming out and just singing along and
some Alice in Chains. Oh, you know what I never played was the Ari Lehman clip. Yeah, that was awesome. He did a little.
Oh, you have to play that clip.
Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I.
You got to play that clip for everyone to see.
Zari's cool as hell, and that man. And we got to give a shout out to our buddy Bassamp too. Love that dude. That dude's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Ari's great too. I could have swore I did. Let me see. Let's see what we got.
Because I know you sent it to me a little while ago.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna try to show some more pictures anyway while we're here, and hopefully I did. If not, I'm gonna post a lot of this up afterwards.
That's true.
Yeah, I just was waiting to post anything because I wanted to do a show and talk about it. I just haven't had a chance. It's been a lot, but there's your grandmother, my mom, 3-eyed demon up. She was practicing her snarl. She was getting into character. There's the snarl with the Schwag and Doug Tate.
Oh yeah,
me feeling the little man syndrome. That's why I got that angry face on.
Right.
And then there's the big 3 right there. Doug Tate, Michael Bailey Smith in the middle, holding Josh Lucas sculpt. And I meant to say something. Either Heather Langenkamp, her handler, let me know that Heather really loved the 3-eyed demon sculpt. And look, and my dude, Super Freddy himself, with a picture of my other 2 dudes, Douglas Tate, our co-host, our pal, Brett Wagner in that picture. That's a great photo op. There's Devo.
Hey,
Schwag.
Schwag.
There's Interval, my mom, my dad, Brett, and Devo. There's another one. My dad flexing his guns. And my dad's a little guy, so that just shows you how big Brett is. He's
exactly.
Yeah, I'm angry still with them too. Pissed at Doug right there. I had to give him that dirty look. He's got that big smile. Like,
I had to tell them, man. I had to tell them first for the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, there's Brett, my mom, and Doug.
I had to keep looking up at them to talk to them, and I'm 5'10", so I'm like, hey.
Giants. And there's the VHS, first guy who bought the VHS. Now, if that's a guy, the first one to buy your VHS box, that's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
Let's see if there's Ari Lehman signing Jesse Aaron's kid Jason mask. He loved it, thought it was awesome work. Like every guy who did work at this. Doug holding those pictures at his table with the verses in his hand by Jesse Aarons, and the mask by Daniel Cruz, signed by Doug, and then you got Daniel Cruz's mask on, the Big John, Little John, and Nick Malpagano's mask on the animatronic, And the animatronic was rehauled by Vinny Cucurato, and the big John House was there. And you also see some of Michael Toth art down there too, I believe, if I'm seeing it. No, that's not it. I don't think so. But he did sign some of those big 3 boxes. There he is, all happy as usual. There he is, the big 3s he signed. Those are all the covers and the Doug Tate boxes. So real limited Doug Tate signed boxes and real limited big 3 boxes. And they're going to be going in the Doomsday's Crypt shop soon. There he is, stuff. He wasn't happy there. You look how pissed he is. I made him sign some things. Smiled up real quick. Ari got a smile loving the hockey mask painted by the black light hockey mask painted by Michael Toth. We did a little trade up. He's got some signed that. What is he signing there? Is that another Hawk? I can't remember what he signed.
Yeah, he signed like 10 of them, I think.
Yeah, he did a bunch of them for me. Ari's a great guy. We're planning on doing a little bit of work together. There's Christine Elise from Child's Play Part 2. Super Freddy, Michael Bailey Smith, and of course the big Schwag showing off the guns. There he is signing a bunch of stuff. Signing VHS. Yeah. There's Michael Bailey signing his and his original artwork for his mystery box with the Freddy in the back. Yeah, how to set all them up. And his lovely fiance that we were both invited to their wedding, Paige, and she was incredibly nice. They make an amazing couple.
They do. They really do.
Yeah, very nice people. I actually talked to Mike again today, and it turns out he's only about 2 hours and 45 minutes away from me. So
that's not bad at all.
As soon as I can get some time, I'm going to go out there and visit our good friend. But yeah, we got some really cool merch. We got more cool merch coming for these upcoming shows. But I'm gonna leave it with you, bud. Love you. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna let you say bye to everybody.
Oh man, why you gotta put that pressure on me like that? I haven't been on in a while, but I do want to say thank you to everybody. You guys are amazing. You're the reason, this is all possible, and thank you for taking care of this guy for me. And just keep up the awesome artwork, and we'll do our part in making sure everybody gets their dues, their credit, and just show off the amazing talent that all of you have, man. I'm so jealous. I wish I could do half the stuff all of you guys do. Thank you so much for being a part of Doomsday Crypt and making this as big as it is. And there's only up from here. Thank you to Brett. Awesome, awesome guy. Very thankful to be able to meet everybody that I met there. Doug Tate, Michael Bailey Smith, awesome guys. Can't wait to see them again. And yeah, man, just amazing and just thankful and just a humbling and amazing experience for sure.
Well, thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. We're going to get on some Leatherface, so maybe people watch us stream that and me get my ass kicked, and I'll be like, man, he sucks. But I'm looking forward to playing it and live streaming. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. That's really cool, Brandon. Yeah, Michael Bailey's he's such a class act. Real great guy. If you guys ever get a chance to meet him, anybody sees him at a convention, go by and see him. Go say hi to him. Awesome, man. And until next time, we will see you. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.